monitor. Now this monitor is perfect for the person who doesn't have the expandability on their computer or their netbook or whatever it is, desktop. If you don't have the additional display ports or HDMI outs or whatever it is, then what this does is takes a video signal for the USB. It's basically like a software video card for the USB and transmits video to this monitor. It'll come up on Windows or Mac as a second monitor. It'll also work on some versions of Chrome OS, which isn't advertised, but depending on your version that you have or what type of Chromebook you have, it'll work. I have a Chromebook 2. I noticed that when they upgraded to, I think it's Chrome OS 55, the developer channel, that it stopped working. When I had it on the stable channel, it was working, so I don't know what that is. There's some bugs there. It's a 16-inch monitor with a 1366 by 768 resolution, and like I said, it's powered over USB 3. It's 5 volts at 2 amps, I believe, and it's a LED backlit. It's a really nice display for what it is. It's something you can throw in your computer bag, take it with you with your laptop, or even just set it up on your desk the way it is. It has auto pivot in Windows that I have not gotten to work, so that you can change the orientation of the screen and it'll change. It's supposed to auto do it. I've never gotten it to work. I've always had to do it manually. What I was using it for was being able to play games on my primary screen and look at my stats on this screen, like CPU, GPU usage, temperatures, things like that, how much memory I'm using. It also works good if you're editing videos and you need like a source monitor or something to look at. For the price, it's a great deal. You can get them used for anywhere between 60 to 80 bucks. Amazon actually has this model right now for 99. Then they also have a couple, if you go steps up, I think the 17-inch is 119. And I mean, it just varies. I think they even have a 22-inch USB powered monitor. But basically, I wanted to just kind of go over it. I know there's a couple of videos out there. Most of them that I watched, or all of them that I watched, never mentioned anything about Chrome OS. So this is something where you can spend roughly $300 on your laptop and have a second screen for a budget of 300 bucks. And the way Chromebooks are, you can find Chromebooks for cheaper than that. I mean, you might even be able to get away with $200 for the whole setup to be able to maybe you're just wanting to watch a YouTube video while you're typing out something. It works great for all of that. I've ran 720p video on it with no problems whatsoever. It runs good. You can't play any games on it or anything like that because, like I said, it's a software GPU is what I mean, kind of the way to consider it. It has no hardware acceleration. It's just the display link driver over USB. So I kind of wanted to get into it from beginning to end on how to set it up. I have a ThinkPad, a Lenovo ThinkPad here. We're going to plug it into that and kind of see how it goes. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is find my USB port over here, and it's USB 3.0, but you can power it with just the single one. I don't know if you can plug it in USB 2.0, and maybe that's where you need the second power. I haven't had an issue. I'm not plugging it into any type of hub or anything like that, so just straight off of the port, it seems to work pretty good now. Let's see if I can get it plugged in here. My mouse is in the way. Okay, so plugging it in, we're going to see what happens. I'm going to see if Windows recognizes it. We've seen some flickering going on the secondary screen. I'm going to look up the display link drivers and maybe we need to download those manually, which is probably the case. So that's the answer to one of the questions that okay, it does advertise it right here, Chromebook. Huh. Is Windows doing it? It's making noise. Okay, there it is, secondary monitor. So apparently with Windows 10, as of today, what is it? October 5th of 2016, I have the newest version of Windows 10. All my things are up to date, so it might be similar for you. Looks like we got 7, 8, 8.1, 10, and Vista. XP 32-bit. Okay, we're back on again. Let's try it out. Yep. Alright. So it looks like it's working. I would recommend downloading the drivers anyway, just to make sure. Let's see if we can. Yep, there it is. So let's try a video on this. Let's go to YouTube. It seems to be running kind of slow. So we'll go full screen, and it's at 720p right now. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I hope not. Well, let's hope that she doesn't get voted in. But this is 720p. You can see that it's playing smooth. We can try and boost up the resolution and really push it to its limits. Here's 1080. Let's see what happens. I think that's my internet having issues. So there's a 1080p video playing of the presidential or vice presidential debate. So obviously it can play 1080p garbage. I am noticing though that the cursor is moving a little slower since we went to 1080. So I'm sure we're pushing it to its limits right now. 720p is probably where it's going to want to be comfortable at. Plus the native resolution of the monitor is, what was it, 768. So 720p is where you want to be at. And then also, like I said, you put the drivers on and it might take away some of those hiccups. Yeah, the cursor's moving a little bit better now. It's a great way to extend your desktop to another monitor. Gives you a lot of extra screen real estate. Let's see if this auto pivot works. It does not. But once again, your mileage may vary. Download the drivers, check it out. It's a great monitor, like I was saying, for the price. You can't even buy a regular monitor for that price. So a USB one, just the versatility of it alone is worth it. The website said that it works with Ubuntu, Mac, Windows, and Chromebook. So it must be an actual public thing that it works with Chromebook. I did try it with that. It worked good. Like I said, when I plugged it in to try it again, I wasn't getting it to work. But I do have the developer channel on that Chromebook, so I think that's what it was. I think that there was something fishy going on with the drivers. But there it is, the AOC 16-inch USB-powered monitor. Thank you, guys.